Oh, there should be a trigger warning at the beginning of this video. Okay, I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna put it at the beginning. So if you see a weird cut after Rick, it's because I put this at the beginning. Trigger warning, we're going to be talking about child abuse. And I think that's all that we're talking about. So, yes. Hi guys, so yes, we are talking about Degrassi Junior High Season 1 today, but I had some things on my phone from Degrassi Next Class Season 4 that I didn't mention, and I want to mention at the beginning of this video. So if you don't care about Next Class, you can skip past this, but if you do care about Next Class, you might want to watch this. So Yael does not need to shave. They don't need to shave if they don't want to. And I think it's stupid that they were making fun of her, because I'm going to be very open on this channel and I don't care. I don't shave either. Like, I see it as a waste of time. My sister, like people, other people in my life, they do, and that's cool. If they want to do that, that's fine, but I don't want to spend money on like really, really expensive stuff. Like, it's just that I'd rather spend my money on things I need rather than that. But that's just me. I'm just a person who, like, it's natural. Like, it's not hurting anybody. A funny scene that will always be my favorite is when Goldie and Rasha look at Winston's accidental nude. That is literally how me and my friends see one. Like, my friend would be Goldie gasping, dropping the phone, and I'd be the Rasha that would be like, was that a picture of his little Winston? That would definitely be my reaction. Esme's point when she tried to get Zig and Maya in trouble was kind of ruined when she said she got naked for the art project, because that kind of realized that, oh my god, she took things too far because she actually got naked. But, you know, Esme planting things in Zig's head that were wrong about Sod was very, very not a good thing to do, because he didn't do anything, so you shouldn't be planting things in Zig's head that he did do something that he didn't. Zig, what did you think was going to happen? You broke his camera. Like, when Zig broke Sod's camera, of course Sod got mad and punched him. What did Zig think was going to happen? So, Goldie and Winston's nude thing, that was super, super cute, because, you know, he made the gingerbread men with pants, and that was super cute. Miles was too rude during the interview. I think we can all agree on that. When he had the interview for the school, he was too rude, and yeah. Mr. Mitchell, that exercise he did in class was still amazing. I will always talk about how that was amazing, and I think more teachers should utilize that to teach about diversity. Goldie's dad is a good dad. Obviously, we never see Goldie's mom, even though Boz mentions mom and dad, but, you know. Grace seemed to become Jonah when giving Zoe advice when she felt insecure about Rasha talking to her ex. What I mean by that is, Jonah's like, tell her how you feel, which old Grace would have said, tell her how you feel. Instead, new Grace is like, Samira's thousands of miles away, but Rasha is here. And I'm like, there's just so many problems I have with Jonah, but we won't talk about that. Boz telling Yael to sort themselves out because they are being confusing for Hunter is so unsympathetic, and I hate it. I think I mentioned that. That was just, ugh, Boz. Lola's face after Yael kisses her is hilarious. I love it, because Lola's just like, and she's like, glad I could help. When Shay says, can you cut off my arm, please? It makes it sound like she's responding to Tiny, but she's talking about mosquitoes. So, when I first watched that scene for the first time and he said, we could talk about it, you know, and they're talking about sex, and she's like, can you cut off my arm, please? I didn't notice she was scratching, so I thought she meant, that's so awkward, but no, she meant about the mosquitoes, and I think that was misleading for a lot of people. But it makes it sound like she's answering him, and it's weird. Mention how happy Zoe and Rasha look at prom and how it warms my heart, because I love how happy they look at prom. They're just smiling at each other, and I have a picture of them just smiling, and it's so cute, and I tweeted it out because it warmed my heart so much. Anyway, so now we'll start Degrassi Junior High Season 1. I know a lot of people don't watch this, but it fits in with Degrassi, so we're going to talk about it. Stephanie K. I hate Stephanie K. I feel a little bit bad for her at the end, when, like, she's like, why do I always mess everything up? I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, like, you changed your image, you decided to act like this, like, you made these decisions. Vula. I love Vula. She's so sweet, and she always tries to do the right thing, but, you know, she has strict parents, and I just, like, I feel so bad for Vula. Joey. Joey's a bit much. He's a bit over dramatic. He needs to calm down. He's being too loud to pull a Taylor Swift. Wheels. I don't have a problem with Wheels. I think he's really going through it when he meets his birth dad and he like doesn't really know how to react. Snake. Snake is so sweet. Like, he's literally one of the sweetest people ever. Lucy. I feel bad for Lucy because her parents are never around. And so I feel like Lucy made mistakes that she wouldn't have if her parents had been around. And I'm not trying to shit on her parents, but Lucy's storyline really reminds me of Jimmy's, where his parents are like never there. LD. I feel bad for LD because of her trauma with hospitals. She's not one of my favorite characters, but I still do feel bad for LD. And I like Lucy, if I didn't say that. Heather and Erica, the twins. I like them. They're really supportive friends of everybody, and they definitely have two differing views. Like, Heather's more of the kind of like quiet one at this point. Erica's more of the outspoken one. That seems to change as we go through the show. But Spike. I love Spike so much, and I love Spike. Like, I don't even know why. I just do. Cause like, I guess she's like really sweet to everybody, and like, she's never been mean to really anybody, and it's so nice. Shane. I have a problem with Shane because he's an asshole, to put it simply. And because when she got pregnant, he didn't need to tell people, but he did anyway. And I'm like, it's not their business. Caitlin. I like Caitlin. She's kind of like an Emma when she first shows up, but she's like, she's not putting things in everybody's face. She's just trying to live her life, but she is caring about the environment. She's on the environment committee. Susie Rivera. She seems sweet. I think she kind of disappears after a while, but she seems really sweet, and I like her because I think Maya kind of takes the place of Susie and kind of like takes over as Caitlin's friend. Melanie. Melanie is a bit of a handful. She just wants a romance. She wants a relationship. She wants love. And it's like, girl, that comes. You just gotta wait. I didn't get a boyfriend until freshman year of high school. And those weren't even real relationships, I'd say. Like, I counted them as relationships, but I would say more like my real serious relationships happened senior year of high school. And like this one. So those are my only serious relationships. So like, yeah. Kathleen. Kathleen is a pain in the ass. I'm going to be completely honest. People like Kathleen drive me up the wall. And I feel like Kathleen is a more strict Claire. And Kathleen, Rick Monroe. I love Rick. And I feel so bad for him, but I love him. Arthur Kowalski. I think Arthur is a sweetheart. I think he's so sweet to try to help Yick with his schoolwork, and of course he doesn't go about it the right way. Then he tries to lie to Yick about the vase that he thought was like in the family, and then he said he was going to pay for it until he paid it off, and that's so sweet. But yeah, I said I liked Rick, right? Yes, I liked Rick and I felt bad for him. Yes, that's what I said. Yick Yu. I love Yick. I especially love the friendship between Arthur and Yick, but I love Yick because he's also super sweet, and he also tries to help Arthur with basketball because he knows Arthur really wants to play, and I think that's sweet. Mr. Radich. I have a problem with Mr. Radich, and I will tell you what it is right now. It's something I have a problem with teachers everywhere. When you're handing back tests, here are things you should do as a teacher. When you are handing back tests, just hand them out to the students. Don't say anything, just hand them out. Call their names and they come to pick it up, but don't make comments. Here's how not to be a teacher. Either A, call their names and they come and get it, and you say, not up to your usual standard. Didn't know you knew Swahili. Or call everybody's name to get their test. Miss Avery. I love Miss Avery. She's one of the most supportive, nicest teachers ever. Doris Bell. Don't know much about her, but she seems like a sweet lady. Alexa Papadopoulos. She doesn't really show up a lot, but she's very like happy all the time we see her, and I just don't get it. Nancy Kramer. So Nancy Kramer is so sweet. She only shows up a little bit again, but she seems to have her head screwed on right, and she seems to know what needs to be done. Tim is so sweet. Again, only shows up in the background a little bit, but is so sweet. Alex. Again, he only shows up in the background, but he seems to have his head screwed on straight as well. So, here are the notes. Steph is too mean to Arthur. Vula is so sweet. Steph changing her appearance is too much. How was she allowed to dress like that? You know, in my school, that would have been against dress code. Joey is so dramatic. I like Mr. Radich better as a teacher. Arthur and Yick's interactions are so cute. Vula is so sweet to help Steph with her campaign. Steph likes the catcalling, whereas I hate it, and most women hate it. Steph kissing for votes is too much. They're kissing her, but still. I agree with someone saying it was sexist. Vula was right to be against the kissing. The guys talking about her in a bikini and no clothes was gross. Not thinking Vula was too far. Steph knows she could not have done it without Vula's help. She won the election, not deserving it though. Steph being so clueless proves she doesn't actually care. Steph standing up for Arthur was at least good. Vula was right to tell Steph off for using her and thanking Joey instead. At least Steph gives herself a pep talk in the bathroom. Arthur offering to help write a speech is sweet. I feel bad for Vula not being able to go to a dance. They make carrying a tuba look so easy. It's hard. I played one 5th grade through 9th grade and it was hard to carry. Steph apologizing to Vula was nice, but she still has a right to be mad. Please, Stephanie, this is the 80s. Funny line by Lucy. Poor Vula cannot present the check even though she should. Lucy has good advice to bring up telling Vula's parent about the good cause so you can maybe go and do the presenting of the check. Wheels is a sweetheart by how he reacted when Stephanie asked him to the dance. Heather and Erica should not decide to drink alcohol and get Steph to do it. Joey should not say that Steph stood Wheels up because he's mad, because he looks so hurt. Like, Wheels looks so hurt. Steph embarrasses herself in front of Wheels, kind of like Terry and Spinner, to connect it to, even though this came first. This is why we do not get drunk, Stephanie. Vula dancing with Arthur was cute. Vula making the speech was the right thing to happen. Vula standing up to her dad was right. Mr. Radage is a little too harsh on Yick. Joey is too mean to Arthur. Poor Arthur is not so good at basketball. Yick trying to help Arthur with basketball was nice. Kathleen was right to warn Melanie about drugs. Joey pretending to sell drugs was stupid. Joey acting like the drug took effect right after is not usually realistic. Arthur was wrong to give him Stephanie's paper, to give Yick Stephanie's paper. Yick was right to speak his mind to Radage, just maybe not in class. Stephanie was right to tell Joey that selling pills was wrong until she found out that is not what was happening. The classmates coming to get the money back from Joey was funny. Radage making a deal with Yick to stop calling him names was good, but an apology would have worked too. Rick's dad is a piece of shit. I feel so bad for Rick. Why is Joey going to the principal's office after falling off his skateboard? I don't know. That exchange with Radage made no sense, where he's like, oh, you fell off your skateboard? Go to the office. Why? Susie and Caitlin trying to make Rick smile is cute. Joey overreacting to his parents cleaning the house is wrong. He's allowed to be upset, but it's not child abuse. Seeing Rick crying on his bed is so heartbreaking. At least Joey tries to talk to Rick. Joey should have not lied to Doris because that made things worse. At least the social worker wanted to help Rick. Caitlin and Susie finally saw Rick smile and it was cute. Rick became friends with Joey, and Rick calling him Buddy was cute. I mean, that's before the smiling thing, but you know what I mean. At least the girls' swim team won the finals. Arthur and Yick spying on Snake is funny. LD and Melanie standing up to Jason so he will announce their sport is good. The soccer shorts are a little too short. That's something my sister said that I agree with. LD being fed up about Melanie talking about a bra is hilarious. LD taking Melanie to get a bra is funny. Joey and his friend making fun of Melanie's body or bra is gross. Jason getting Snake to swim with the soccer team is wrong. Snake seeing Arthur and Yick watching him eat is funny. Arthur pulling Melanie's bra clasp was so immature, and of course it hurt her. Pulling the clasp and then letting it go so it hits her. Of course that was going to hurt. Like, Arthur and Yick buying what Snake eats is funny. Snake is right to not want to work with Jason to help them win. Arthur and Yick think hanging on a bar will make them tall. Snake deciding not to swim with the boys was a good idea. Snake giving Melanie a pep talk was good. Joey, you're so flat, the walls are jealous. I got so mad. LD dragging him into the pool was deserved. Melanie wins the race for the girls. Caitlin's class sounds robotic, saying Miss Avery is gay in Caitlin's dream. Susie teasing Caitlin, saying hi to Rick is cute. Miss Avery is such a supportive teacher. Melanie at least knows that you shouldn't be prejudiced by believing a rumor and spreading it. Caitlin trying to shut down the rumor is good. Kathleen should let the rumor go about Miss Avery. Susie is at least asking questions to try to understand. Caitlin's dream sequence about her being gay was weird, to say the least. She's gay, you know. Yes, I know. It's so weird. Arthur and Yick should not assume Rick stole from Yick. Wow, that say Rick from Yick. Say Rick stole from Yick 5 times fast. Melanie standing up for Caitlin when Kathleen tries to start a rumor as being a good friend. Of course Rick is freaked out that Yick and Arthur are watching him in the bathroom. Why would Susie believe that Caitlin is a lesbian when Caitlin has never told her that? Miss Avery sensing something was going on with Caitlin and asking her to talk was good. She gave her advice to not believe rumors and gave an explanation for all of what the rumor was based on, holding hands and kissing. It was like holding hands, and she's like, your friend has a vivid imagination. And kissing, it was like, I kiss all my women friends. The cheek kiss thing that Fiona did with Holly J. Rick at least told Arthur and Yick that it was not him, and then Yick found the money, so at least he had it. Would you think less of me? Miss Avery, that was a good question to end episode 6 if she was gay. Joey's flirting way too hard with Stephanie. I have great bedside manner. Poor Michelle feels so awkward when witnessing the fight between Steph and Vula in the bathroom. Steph's mom is super sweet. Susie and the other person should not assume that Steph's combo with the twins meant sex. How did Wheels and Steph are going on a date turn into they are having sex? Wheels was right to talk to his dad about sex. Steph was right to ask her mom about sex too. Then taking it back was problematic because her mom was about to talk to her about it. Vula looking out for Stephanie was nice even though she's still mad at her. Arthur trying to talk to Steph about rumors was good, and saying he cares about her was sweet. Wheels' dad looking out for him with remember what I said was good. Steph's mom giving her and Arthur information was good too. Wheels getting flowers was cute. Steph's mom calling everyone in to talk is awkward. Arthur saying goodbye swamp sex robots is funny. You look like a tramp. Holy shit, ma'am, that's your daughter. Vula's question to Stephanie, you weren't really gonna do anything, were you? And no answer. LD's dad is too hard on her. Whatever you say, Arthur, that's a funny yick line. The mechanic should have told LD a little gentler. LD having flashbacks is hard on her. Jeff, the mechanic, should be able to tell LD is uncomfortable. Snake was sweet to compliment Melanie's boots. Spike had a right to get mad at LD. LD was right to tell her what was going on. Spike was good to apologize. LD should talk to someone about the flashbacks. Arthur, Yick, and Susie in the boiler room is dangerous. Poor Melanie got a prank pulled on her, and when she yelled Snake, Snake answered yeah, thinking she was talking to him. Vula and Spike took LD's dad's flowers for the whole class. Vula is the best person to talk to LD. She is sweet. LD was good to open up to Vula. Vula gives her good advice, telling her dad needs to see her. Susie needs to chill about the boys finding the snake. LD thinking her dad is dead is heartbreaking. Seeing her and her dad get along and him accept how she is nice to see. Complete 180 from the beginning of the episode. The whole scene with the show is funny. The one where they're watching the Damon King show. Vula trying to help Lucy with spelling is sweet. Erica and Stephanie acting out a scenario with the actor is cringy and relatable. I feel so bad for Lucy. It reminds me of Jimmy, the parent storyline. The actor is such a perv to Stephanie. Mr. Radich basically calling out their grades out loud with comments is bad in my opinion. Not up to your usual standard. What I said earlier. Heather was right to warn Steph about going on a date with a TV star. There's a woman watching Lucy and it is obvious when they're in the store. Vula is right to tell Lucy to put the clothing back. The policeman and the worker waiting on either side of the escalator are badass, just how effortlessly they show up. Damon Cook is creepy. Steph was right to feel creeped out. Stephanie yelling she's 14 was a good move, and saying she told her friends was good too. Vula was right to tell Lucy off. Heather did not need to say I told you so. At least Lucy apologized to Vula. At least Vula still wants to help Lucy. Rick signing the petition for the environment because Caitlin was doing it was sweet. At least Miss Avery tries to help Rick with advice. Kathleen is too rude to Rick when he wants to join. Kathleen annoys me. The announcement, whoever had the tuna surprise, see the nurse before going home. That was funny. Arthur should have told Yick he broke the vase in the first place. Rick and Caitlin are super cute. Rick has good ideas for the announcement and the group in general. The way Rick looks at Caitlin, more in relationships, but still. Rick has a good point about taking action. Kathleen taking the petition to the factory. Rick has a point to leave a complaint. Rick was good to point out to Caitlin and Susie that he will not show the petition to the boss. Kathleen was disgusting to call out Rick smoking, in my opinion. Caitlin was too mean to Rick when he got kicked out. She said she tried to help him. Rick tells her he joined the committee because he liked her. That emoji with the big sad eyes. Arthur was right to tell Yick to tell his story, and it worked. They loved him. Yick and Arthur are cute friends. Caitlin apologizing to Rick for calling him dumb and saying he needed help was good. Rick had a good idea to tell the paper, and Caitlin kissed him on the cheek. He shushed her and said he had a reputation, which was cute when she said he was genius. Joey is gross. Can't we all share? Ew, that's his girlfriend, Shane and Spike. Spike should talk to Shane instead of ignore him. Hickeys are not always romantic, Melanie. Arthur and Yick are such cute friends. The twins cheering on Spike was nice. Oh, checking on Spike was nice. Arthur helping Yick get a girl is cute. Spike was good to ask her mom about pregnancy rumors. Cannot get pregnant the first time. Funny how Yick practices pickup line and Snake and Tim catch him and Arthur says hi and Snake says, yeah, okay, Arthur. I feel so bad for Yick and when the girls laugh at him when he messes up swimming pools. The twins giving Spike options to take a test, which is good. At least Shane tries to talk to Spike. Alexa is really excited about babies. Joey looking between Spike and Shane. I know he knows what's up. Joey can ask Shane, but Shane should not tell him because it's not Joey's business. Arthur tries to help Yick, and I feel bad it keeps failing. The twins are good for pushing Spike to take a test to know for sure. Get friends that will not scream how the test works in a drugstore, literally one of the twins. Take sample after first urine in the morning. Like, what? Spike should tell her mom that she thinks she might be pregnant instead of throwing it at her mom. At least Spike's mom takes her to the doctor to get closure on if she is or not. Melanie looks like she had fun on the date with Yick. At least Shane was there for the test. At least Shane talked to Spike about her pregnancy. Shane has the same views as Emma, which was sad she never got to know that. She learned from Liz instead. Wheels' banter with his parents is funny. Wheels' dad isn't creepy. Wheels' dad isn't creepy, stalking him outside of the school. Sarcasm. The twins are more supportive than Shane. The twins are an amazing support system for Spike. Wheels was sweet to talk to Spike about being adopted. At least Wheels' birth dad tried to contact him. Snake is a good friend for noticing something was up with Wheels. It is good for Wheels to know about his past. Seeing Wheels get along with his birth dad is sweet. Spike talking to Shane about the pregnancy was good, but a fight breaking out was sad. Joey letting Wheels think it's okay to lie may lead to what happens in Degrassi High. Wheels exploding at birth dad came out of nowhere when he just told his band members that Wheels was his kid. Like, I get it because Wheels was adopted and he had, like, his own mom and dad, but, like, that is his biological kid. Wheels still helps Spike, which is sweet. Shane was too much to get mad at Spike and break up with her. At least Wheels worked out a plan with his birth dad. Joey making Steph drop her books is hilarious. Joey is a bit too much. I'm your slave. I think Steph should stop going after Wheels. Steph shouldn't have been that upset with Wheels saying no because he said maybe during break they could hang out. Steph flirting with Joey was rude to do right in front of Wheels. Steph cannot just make Joey sports rep for no reason. Wheels is obviously upset. Okay, Joey. The 7th graders have a right to be mad about Steph's decision. I love they start a petition to impeach her. Steph flirting with Joey in front of Wheels was shitty. The twins talking about the Steph situation was great, and I agree with Heather saying it was not right to do to Joey. Wheels telling Joey the truth was a good idea. At least Joey tries to ask the twins. Before Liz was Liz, she was a background 7th grader. I saw her and that was funny. Joey was right to ask the twins about Steph. Heather was right not to lie. At least Joey could tell Wheels he was right. At least Joey agreed with the grade 7s about the sports rep leaving Steph in the dust. Also telling Steph, you don't need to be nice to me anymore was great, Joey telling her that. At least Steph has a realization in the bathroom. I just wanted people to like me, is what Steph said. Then you should have been yourself. At least Steph asked Arthur to walk home and treats him like a human and a brother. End of season 1. Come back next week for season 2. And season 2 has more twists and turns, and we may lose a character. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!